It's not easy for us as a family.
The past couple of weeks, it's been really hard. You know, we've been pretty much eating the same.
Speaking to him on a daily basis, you know, you will cry, don't know what to say to him, that it will be okay.
Desperate voices of South Africans still in Wuhan and their families who have been praying for their safe return. So more than 100 citizens have been on lockdown for a month there, with their movement severely restricted. So even though they are due to be evacuated, it will be a long process to deal with the psychological impact of living with the fear of contracting the disease and the physical isolation.
A lot of fear is connected to being under lockdown. First of all, you're isolated from your family, you're isolated from your friends, your day-to-day activities are interrupted. The fear is mostly attached to fearing that you might contract the virus, and then also fearing that you might actually now pass it on to someone else. So these are the things people worry about. There's a lot of anxiety that comes about, it arouses because of this. People are anxious, they're uncertain about what this virus is. There's contradictory information that's coming on. If you're under lockdown even, you just take what you find, you know, whether it be it social media and so on. You lose your independence. You're constantly told every day that this is not a normal setup. So it's very difficult to move past or try and minimize the stress and the anxiety. I mean, there'll be a lot of stigma now attached to that. Look, you're coming from lockdown, you brought home, but it's conditional. You're still not free. You have this conditional freedom. You still will be under lockdown per se. It's just different surroundings, different settings.
The Social Development Department says counselling will be provided. Meanwhile, the impact on South Africa's economy is already being felt.
The impact is going to be very huge. In terms of our projection for 2020, we projected the growth of 0.9% for our economy. With this coronavirus, we think that we may not realize that growth, because part of the growth drivers of our economy is our ability to sell things that we produce, we manufacture here in South Africa to countries like China, and China is one of our biggest trade partners. With the disruptions of the value chain in China, we are worried that some of the things that we export to China are not going to be sold in China because production, tourism, and many other economic activities are being disrupted.
Plans for the evacuation are now at an advanced stage, while the health department said the operation was due to be concluded in 7 to 10 days. It's still unclear exactly when they are due home and where they will be kept for 21 days. Criselda Lewis, SABC News in Johannesburg.